Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Downtime. We're back with volume 2 and I think it makes sense that we kind of introduce ourselves again.
Yes, we definitely should. I don't
Okay.
think anyone knows us here on YouTube.
Damn. Okay. Oh yeah, we're on YouTube. Oh shit.
Yes,
I
Ida.
forgot. So before this, we were on Instagram lives and we were posting IGTVs, but we felt that we wanted to broaden the horizons and kind of, post more on YouTube to see, I could reach certain people. But yeah, so Ozzy, please introduce yourself
Hi
because
guys, I am Azzy, or also known as Azlina, so Azlyna, not Azlina, and I
yeah,
am a co-host of Downtime, along with someone special.
someone special. Hi, I'm Ida, and that's all there is to it. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Um, so we came up with downtime because one day Ozzy was just saying, "Oh, hey Ida, I feel like our conversations mean so much, and more people should really listen to these." And I was like, I mean, yeah, we could have more gatherings and stuff, but then COVID happened. Like this was in the middle of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say, Ozzy? You mentioned something like more people should hear our
I was like,
conversations.
Ida speaks like she's in a podcast, and our conversations lasted for 6 hours at a time, like 4 to 6 hours at a time. And it would
Mm,
usually be like from 12 a.m. onwards. And I was just
yeah.
like, why not? Because I could listen to this. I would
Yeah.
personally listen to this.
So yeah, that's how it started. It took a lot of convincing me to kind of like talk in front of a camera because I always felt that I didn't have anything to say. But hey, look at where we are now.
Hey!
Yeah. So with that, I mean the break has been really nice. From when was it? October-ish,
October. So it's been like a
September, month,
month-ish,
two
month and
months.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost 2 months. And I mean, okay, since the break, what have you been up to, Azzy? Like, what's up? What's
My
up?
bad. But other than that, I have been up
No,
to a lot
no.
of like side projects. Yeah, I've been doing some side projects with other friends that I've also started in the beginning of COVID, but now it's coming. I feel like it's growing a bit more, so I'm very proud. Um,
Nice.
if I'm gonna self-promo it, it's at connect.tulc. And
Yes. And the
yeah,
other
so
one?
I've been really. Oh, the other one is called Kaoketa. So they're both mental health groups.
Mm-hmm.
Connect, I co-founded. Kaoketa, I joined a team with a friend who also co-founded Connect. Kaoketa is for secondary students, whereas Connect is for like everyone. But our focus for now is towards university students, but we
Mm-hmm.
welcome anyone. So we've done like a few events during the break, and that has been taking up a lot of my time, but I feel very fulfilled. That's the
Ah,
word for it.
fulfilled. I was thinking of
Yes.
that word too. And it's
Yes.
nice. And
What about you?
I have been up to a full-time job as an intern. um, very different from what you're doing because I see yours is very cost-based, and that's
Mhm.
really what I want to do. But at the same time, I just wanted to go into something that I completely didn't know, so I could learn what I needed to. So I'm in corporate, and the job scope is something I would run from if I had the choice. If I were to look at it, I'll say, yeah, that's not for me. I'm not gonna go. So it's because of the specialty scope that you know how everyone has a knack for mathematics, so people have a knack for um, talking to people. Like I do not have a knack for technology.
Oh, I
I do not.
see.
I bought a Mi Band and I still only use the stress meter.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
the only
Still
thing I use.
learning.
Yeah. I mean, I showered with it just now, but that's the most that I know about it. And yeah, so I haven't had enough time to live life. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic and that has already taken a huge part away from us. But
Mhm.
even more so when you're tied to a job that demands you around the clock. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I've been up to, just
oh
working.
my
Like
gosh.
working, yeah, and it's
Did
not even something that I can see myself doing for the next few months. That's
I
how
see.
yeah.
And you're doing it at home, so you're doing
Yeah.
day work on like you say that you're
Mm,
busy. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm moving out
No.
soon, so at least
Oh
that won't be
my
associated
gosh.
together, yeah.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, that's probably what's been holding my attention. I got those
Mhm.
words from a friend of our mutual friend. She always uses the words "what's holding your attention," and I feel like that's so valuable. Musa Tarihati. Anyway,
Oh, okay, okay. I was just like, who
yeah,
is this person?
Musa Tarihati. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
God.
so
Holding your attention.
so like
Yes.
work is holding mine, but for you, Azzy, what's holding your attention now?
Right now
Yeah.
is, yeah, just those two causes. Other than that, I've been trying to find a job. I've been all like, I'm really bad at like searching for it because I really enjoy where I am right now and it's
Mm-mm.
taking a lot of time to start. So I would apply to a few. I mean, and then I stopped there. Yeah. So that's been holding my attention, but it is coming to an end, I feel. I
Mm-mm.
might start a few more projects after my time with Connect
Nice.
ends, or something bigger might happen. I don't know. Can't say anything
Yes.
yet,
But
but
manifest.
yes, manifesting it. But also, yeah, like that's what's been holding my attention. And I think really being a part of these causes and having conversations with like my team members, I realized that I really want to do so much for
Yeah.
the community. It sounds very like oh, typical 20-year-old, typical like
No.
18-year-old want to save the world. But I don't think I want to save the world. I think I just want to, what was the word for it? It was a scientific word that I always used before. But anyways, um, I want to help facilitate
Mm.
a bit of a change. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's still
So,
changing the world, no matter what
yeah.
magnitude. Yeah.
But I don't know about you, but I always feel that, at least for me, or when in my time, in the time when I wanted to change the world, it felt like I wanted to be a hero
Mm-hmm.
rather than really genuinely helping.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like being the star, which is, I can see why it's nice,
Mm-mm-mm.
but I don't know if it's like all that great. It's not as fulfilling. I mean, I don't know because I've never been a star. I
I
mean,
maybe it's
yeah.
what we've seen in movies and that's why
Oh,
we
yeah.
go for these things.
True, true.
But yeah,
Yeah.
um I don't know. So from some is there anything new that you've learned throughout doing these causes? Whether it's about yourself, whether it's about the world, whether it's about your job. What's
Yes.
something new you've learned? Like, oh hey, I could actually get groceries for this price and the market's scamming me kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
something through your
Something
causes.
that I learned. Okay. For mental health specifically, it is
Mm.
something that is new. I guess it's not new, but I think in our communities, or like let's say in Asian countries, or actually the entire world, mental health is stigmatized.
Yeah.
And I guess especially in the community I'm living in and we're living in, um, it's something that isn't often talked about. And I see a lot of young people talking about it. So it feels like it is being, everyone's conversing about it. all the time now.
Mhm.
But when we really look further into that and look at the underprivileged community, they don't know anything about it, and
Yeah.
they don't know that they can talk about it, or they don't even know if they want to talk about it.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what I've realized, and I think we're working to change that, I hope. But other than that, I feel like ever since I've joined causes, I've learned a lot about so many issues and so many things
Yeah.
that can be solved.
Yeah.
So that's that. I think those are where the next projects come in. But I've learned
Mm-mm-mm.
also a lot about the other country I'm from. Okay, wait, this is so confusing, right? Like country, country, community,
Yeah.
community.
I
But yeah,
mean, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Is there something you've learned from working and these past few months?
Because you mentioned mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, when it comes to mental health, I guess I should address that. We've talked about it before in the first volume about pushing motivation. I think it's pushing motivation. Was it with us or a different podcast?
So my memory
Uh,
isn't that great. If like if you guys haven't realized from volume two, volume one, oopsie, I said volume two. It's
Okay.
volume one. Yeah, I don't know how I got my degree, but
Oh
I
my
did it, guys.
goodness. Yeah, for me in terms of mental health, it hasn't been great at all. Really how I feel is I feel like a muscular prune. Like life is sucking me dry, but I have gained from it. Okay, not physically lah, but mentally. So it's I do not I knew I never liked the idea of corporate. Um this is what I see in my experience being in corporate. It's always about your earnings, about the monetary earnings, and it's very rarely about cause. If it is, then it's a social enterprise, it's a social entrepreneurship kind of thing, and that's really what I want to do. But um, because I took my chance to dive into the job I'm in now, it's not that it didn't come with its benefits. It's just with what I'm currently learning, the consequence of learning all of that, going through what I am, uh, it's causing me more than my happiness. It's causing me my behavior, my personality, and it's just shifting my mind as well. And this happens because I am not emotionally intelligent enough to withstand external noise that would affect my mental health. So I don't know if this makes sense, but yeah, what I've learned is honestly say no when you know something is damaging you, or whether you know it's going to happen or not. You need to know yourself well enough to know when what's enough for you. So I had a conversation with someone the other day saying that I need to stop um working here and working something I don't want to do before it gets too late, because I've seen how I've been handling it. It comes to a point where I know I can do it. I've done jobs before. But at this point of my life, so much is happening, whether it's old personal baggage or new baggage, that I cannot attend to an another thing. So I've reached my cap, my emotional, mental, physical cap to withstand a job. And I mentioned to this person, I need to stop now before it gets too late. I need to recharge, heal, and come back into it when I'm stronger. Because my mental state now, at this point of my life, has been the strongest it's ever been, and it's still not strong enough to withstand uh, a job that I think is difficult. It's something that I can't handle at this part of my life. It's not that I can't handle it at all. It's just that it takes a process. So through all of this, it makes me see that people really do not understand mental health and how real it is, and how hard it is to explain it unless you've been through it. So that's why there's music, that's why there's spoken word, that's why there's dance, acting, there's theater to express this very incomprehensible thing that people think it is. So I've really learned that when people, even the ones closest to you, do not understand what you're going through, no matter how many times and how many ways you explain, only you can be your own support throughout all these things. I know it's a very like for me, I'm telling myself, yeah, Ida, I know it's a really sad thing, but it has made me come to a point of, okay, you know what, whatever. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
do this. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
really long, but yeah, that's
Oh,
what
it's
I've
cool. It's
learned.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wait, so I just wanted to clarify. So when you say thinking about this is sad, what was this? Was it the
Oh,
fact that we have to depend on ourselves, like we are the main supporters?
which part did I say this is sad?
Oh,
The one where it's sad that people don't understand, is it?
oh yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
that it's sad that people don't understand, but you also mentioned that it was sad after you tell yourself that you are the one to be supporting
Mm-mm.
yourself.
I think, yeah, I think what I meant there is that it's sad people don't understand
I
that
see, I see.
and the solution to that is for us to support ourselves. The part where it's sad that people don't understand is no matter how many times you explain, no matter how many times you show, no matter how many times your actions show how much you're trying to stay alive for something that is so intangible, it's sad that sometimes even the closest people do not get it. And the most that you can hope for is that they still continue to not understand, because for someone to understand, they would have to endure it. And this is something I do not wish on anyone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, then it comes to another seesaw where the other side is the ones that completely don't understand. They That's corporate. I still have to
Yeah.
abide by it. But this is just not what I want, because like let's say with our downtime projects, we go at our own pace, you know. Anyway, I just do not like the corporate life that I chose to be in.
Yeah. I think that corporate is a really tough place to. I don't know, it's very tough to say. Yeah.
Mm.
I heard this a lot from even professionals who say that, once you get stuck in it, who's to say that you won't lose your passion in the middle of
Yeah.
like working through corporate?
Yep.
Because you're investing so much time in it. And when you do invest like a lot of time into things, it's really hard to let go of it. It takes a lot of willpower.
Mm.
It also depends on, I guess, who you are and everything. But that's where reflection comes in, and that's where you ask
Yeah.
yourself, is it worth it or not? So yeah, I think it is a tough place to be in. Let's think. Yeah.
It's not that I wanna like magnify the bad stuff. I wanna magnify my learnings being there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's kind of where I am, and we've talked about where you currently are as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do we go from here? Yeah, honestly, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
Mm. Have you
Uh,
thought of that?
I
Have you?
have. I think I
Mm.
wrote it down somewhere, but I totally forgot. Oh, okay. I know where to go from here. Last night, I had a conversation with my mom, and so my mom grew up in a very underprivileged community,
Mhm.
and we talked about giving back, or like giving proper support as well. So I know that's one of my goals now. It's to help that community, that province, that city as much as possible, and not only individually, but like
Mm.
collectively with other people. Because I think, like, especially, I don't want to say it's charity, but I guess helping people in general.
Mhm.
Sometimes it feels much easier to get it done on your own. So, like, let's say I'm specialized in medicine, or wait, maybe I'm specialized in the environment. I could go and like fix all the lights right now, and
Mhm.
like address those issues by fixing their problems for them. But it wouldn't be a long term difference that I'm making, because they would just rely on that, and
Yeah.
they aren't educated in fixing the lights themselves, and they can't share this. with their children and
Mhm.
with their friends, with their families, and it's just not long term. I don't know how to explain this better, but it's like that quote,
The
that
fish
overused
one?
quote. Yeah, the fish, like teach a man how to fish, and
No, yeah.
Yeah,
It should be a song.
it should be a song. Yeah,
Don't give them the fish, teach them how to fish so they can fish on their own.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like nice, but sometimes it's oh my God, I watched this somewhere before, but it's kind of like you it's like a superiority thing
Mhm.
sometimes. Like I know some people like do charity or whatever to feel
Yeah.
better about themselves.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And I mean, for me personally, it's just like, whatever, like you did something, at least it improves it and you did well. It doesn't matter whether you did it for your hero,
Mm-mm.
superiority complex, but I think it matters where you make a difference that's long term.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going in circles, but yeah.
Oh no, it's fine because that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
I think we had it in a conversation before. The question came up. Would you um would you let it be if someone did something really good but their intentions were for fame or were for
Oh,
self imagery, or would you consider that as good? Because the end result is that they're doing something actually really good but their intentions aren't.
yeah.
Yeah, like let's say their intentions are a bit more vile. It's for their own image and that's it. If I give this person $1,000, their whole village will like me. So
Yeah.
mm,
Hmm. I think that's really hard to say because
yeah,
I don't think it's easy to like point out which people are doing it for the fame and
exactly.
for their imagery. But as long as, let's say, those people never reveal that they're doing it for their image or they're not doing anything wrong in the back, like backstage,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess I'd be fine with it. I don't know. That's on my side because I'll never know. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone else will ever know unless they show it. So yeah, as long as you're doing good, but it's kind of shitty
yeah.
to be honest.
So it's an
Like,
internal thing, lah.
yeah, like that's for them to decide later on or reflect later on. Maybe they'll come to a realization and go like, "Wow, what am I really doing this for?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? Oh,
Where did
personally,
we?
right?
Anything.
Yeah, for me, it's to help. I think, honestly, I think I might just go into corporate, even though I'm not a huge fan necessarily. Let's say, okay, it depends on where I apply to, obviously.
Social enterprise.
Social enterprises, a corporate company that has good, what was it?
Company culture?
Company culture, yes. Because my previous company had the best company culture. I really appreciated it. So if it was something like that, then sure. And then earn that money and support. Yeah.
Lol. At this point, I just wanna like move to a hut on the beach and just like do my thing, like
Yeah.
go eat a fish once in a while. But like, I just wanna, I
So
don't know,
you're not
get out.
teaching like a man how to fish. You are
I'm teaching.
eating that fish.
I'll be like, sorry guys, I'm out of business. I'm gonna take my own fish. Mm, I don't know lah. Like for me, where I'm going is a lot of personal things to deal with. Whether it's about how I carry my image of myself to myself, what I tell myself, and what I want to share with the world about mental health. I feel like that's the biggest message because I just beat the table, but that's the biggest message because even throughout the pandemic, a lot more people have been um either depressed or more anxious, and that just comes to show that depression and anxiety are very normal.
Hmm.
It's just the disorders that happen when things are prolonged for too long.
Hmm.
Yeah, so mental health. That's where I'm going from here. Like advocating for trying to explain this to the other side of the spectrum that do not understand that it's a thing. It's a bloody thing. It
It
is. It
is.
really is. And that's, yep, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna find a way to get rid of that language barrier. What is it
Yeah.
called? What barrier is
I
that?
don't know. What barrier? Is it a lack of empathy? I feel that really, oh my gosh, now I'm going into detail about why people don't feel for people experiencing mental
Mm-hmm.
health. Are there problems? Or just experiencing things, I guess. I don't know what to define it as right now. But I think it's because of lack of empathy, or they've experienced it, but they don't know how to where to put their finger on it. Like
Yeah,
they don't know how to define it. So to them,
exactly.
it was easier to brush it off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their coping mechanism. Is it long term? I don't think it's usually long term. It'll come back to bite you in the ass. But
Yeah.
like yeah, they don't know how to define it. So anyone else? Ooh, oh my gosh, heard this from uh, a mutual friend as well, where they say that the things we hate about people or people that we hate, you
A
have to ask yourself
reflection.
why they are a reflection
Mm.
of maybe your past self or
Ourselves.
something you don't
Yep.
like about yourself.
Yep.
So you have to think about that. Sometimes it's, just because they're like shitty people and I hate them. But I don't think, like, sometimes it is really a reflection of who you were or who you are
Or who you don't want to be.
or who you don't want to be. Yeah.
Yeah. That usually helps navigate a lot of things.
Hmm.
So I know that a lot of these things, like, I see as you kind of know what you want to do and you kind of know what you're doing. But
No,
like,
not really, but
but okay, then for my
that's
side,
just
I'm
like
completely like, I threw the
lie.
map out the window a few months ago.
Same. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing.
Just like,
That's
and that's the key. Yeah.
that's what I want to do. I just want to do. Like,
Yeah. That's good. That's
yeah.
good. So, you know, we're not lost. We're
Hmm.
navigating.
We are navigating.
We're navigating life. We are navigating life. And
Yes.
I guess it's so important that we say that as well. Lost, the word lost has such a negative um association, but it just really means that you're navigating the situation you're in.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where we are, and until the next episode, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, like, we're just gonna keep at it. We're just gonna, what are we gonna keep at?
we
More
are
awareness and reflection.
we're gonna keep doing,
We're just gonna keep doing,
even
keep
though it's
doing,
hard and
even
we
though it's
don't know
hard.
what we're doing. But yeah.
And spread the love, people. Love is the answer. Love has always been the answer. I hope you see. Yeah, okay, sorry, that sounded very cultish. Yeah, let it be a cult.
Yeah.
Be bought by it.
Join us. This is secretly a cult. There are people
Secretly.
outside my door gathering.
Asking when can I join?
Yeah, listening in through the door, and I'm just like, no, stay there. Spread love.
This reminds me of the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Of what's his name? Claus?
Claws.
Claus? I love the guy.
I love him so much. Ooh, okay, so timer is done.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just wrap
Okay,
it
so
up.
I'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have come to the end of the episode. If you like this video or if you have any other input to add on, feel free to comment. And if you want to talk to us or like keep up with updates, know when our next episodes are coming out, go check us out on Instagram at downtime. So like DOWNTIME_podcast.
Mm.
Spell podcast or Google it to learn how to spell it, I guess. I don't know.
On
So till
Instagram. Yeah.
yes. So next time, this is downtime and see you in the next episode.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.